Hi, look, could you do me a massive favour? My name's Cyril. Me and some friends had a little party here the other night, and I met this drop-dead gorgeous girl from Oakvale. Oh, Myra. I mean, she was a stunner. At least I think she was. But I also thought the trees around us were running around on little chocolate legs, if you see what I mean. Anyway, I really want to see her again. Well, probably. I mean, maybe it was... I'm going to take my chances all the same. Please, take this letter to her in Oakvale. I must know how she feels. The suspense is killing me. Oh, one more thing. Don't try to pass the letter off as your own. I've spent weeks perfecting its sublime poetry.
Why not join us, hero? We're now heading for the training area.
Chicken chasing.
Let's get a move on to the next stop. The tour is now heading for the servants' quarters. Isn't the guild a fascinating place? Let's get a move on to the next. We're approaching Maze's statue.
We could be friends if you like.
Are you coming along on the tour, hero? It's good to see you taking an interest in your guild. Hello there. Next is the banqueting hall.
Looks
Seen
all right.
so many memorable feasts. But not
Aw, chicken.
Please obey the law while you're
I
here.
wish he was my friend.
He looks friendly.
Great, it's you.
Hey there. Hello. Obey the law.
Sky is really pretty today. But where did the roof go?
Chicken chaser. Chicken chaser? Chicken chaser! What a stupid name.
Hello.
What a nice chap.
Come on. Swords, axes,
You've come
shields,
to the right
armour.
place.
We got it. Jenna and I's Need anything? Swords, axes, shields, armor.
Look, everyone, it's the chicken.
Any books? Little. Thank you, hero. There once lived a hob, and Maxley was his name. He was that rarest of hobs, one with a brain. Making his bed in a stream wasn't for him. He'd rather live in a village, there among men. One day he decided to travel to town. He slew a great noble and put on his gown. In Bowerstone by all was he complimented, and though short of stature, he stood proud and erected. Goodness me. But Maxley forgot what he was and grunted hello. And when the men heard his voice, all they did know. They called out for guards, who lopped off his head. It stuck on a spike, dumb and ugly and dead. So when you're about to open your mouth, remember Maxley the Hob. For it's better to be thought an idiot than to be killed by a mob.
Hope all goes well in your next fight.
You're so
Any books for
silly.
Volume 2 of the Creatures of... Ah, it lifts... Now, let us turn to Volume 2 of the Creatures of Albion. Trolls are an ancient race formed from the rock and soil in which they were born. They have the strength of many men and can withstand all but the mightiest of blows. Get too close, jump to the ground with such force that the waves shatter a man's bones. But trolls are also slow, lumbering creatures and rarely move. So, if ever you see one, your best hope is to run away. If you're lucky, you won't be crushed to death by the boulders they throw after you. Could you spare the northern wastes?
Smell. He's my best friend.
It lifts one's spirits to see a hero. Do any of you know what lies beyond the 9 seas? Yes?
The Northern Wastes.
Well done, Sue. Legends say that Jack of Blades first appeared there, and that it was the home of a mighty empire. Today, its ancient cities are buried deep beneath the ice. But there are still some who believe the empire will rise again, and that the people of the Northern Wastes will awaken when Albion is united once more.
Chicken chaser, me.
Ah, hello. Why, that's... Why don't you stay and listen? Today, we'll be studying Volume 1 of The Creatures of Albion. Now, who here knows what screamers are? I bet you've never heard one, though, have you? That's because they stay away from the towns. But out in the countryside, it's a rather different story. And you can sometimes hear them crying out in the night. Their scream can pierce even the bravest of men's hearts. Hearing it will not just chill you to the bone, but sap your energy too. According to the sage Richard Phillips, they feed upon the life force of men, sucking out their souls. Either way, if you ever see one, you'll soon end up like them, screaming.
Good luck with your next fight.
Chicken chaser.
Seems like a nice guy to me.
Ah, hello again.
Stupid
Well,
hair.
there's the repentant alchemist, but I'm
silly
not sure
poo.
it's really I suppose it can't do any harm.
25 years have I tended this inn, not knowing my wife was living in sin. For while I served the townsfolk ale by day, at night my wife served them in another way. But soon they'll regret leading her astray. When next they sip my ale, it will be their lives that pay. He who hath slept with my love will die at its taste. Then I shall see if any among them can call themselves chaste.
Thank you, Billy. I think that's enough for today.
Smell.
Did your face go on fire and melt?
Any books for... Oh, my. The Windbreaker rule book. Avo alone knows what would happen if the children got hold of this. I suppose I can't... Today, we will be reading from the Windbreaker rule book. Perhaps the gentleman who gave us this book could demonstrate the benefits of its teachings himself. Yes. I see. Well, that was most edifying. But I really don't... Oh, dear Lord. Something must have crawled up inside him and died.
Shit!
Please, mind your language in front of the children. Oh dear. I knew this was a mistake. Any books for us today, hero? I suppose You Are Not a Bad Person might come in useful one day. I really hope the children won't need its advice, though. All right, then. I'll give it a try. Today, we will be looking at You Are Not a Bad Person. It seems this hero has studied the book in great depths already. But perhaps one of you can tell me how you can make yourself less scary.
Wear a pretty dress.
That's right. A person's clothes say a lot about them. And wandering around town dressed in dark leather or chainmail can frighten people. Any other ideas?
Don't